Hi guys, it is your girl Sonali Ray, and I'm back with another video. And this one is one that is extremely close to my heart. I want to talk about United States Marines. Okay, I was deployed recently, as I shared with you before, and in that deployment we hosted about 60 some odd Marines, right? Um, and this was my first time having an intimate a direct exchange with the Marine Corps. Okay. Working for MSC, I have been privy to being on a bunch of different installations, and I've seen Marines come and go, but I've never seen them, especially in on one of my assignments. Usually it's Navy personnel, so that was uh, intimidating. I was scared. I was nervous because you hear stories and then you see the movies about the Marines and you hear you think you know, but you have no idea. I'll put it that way. With that, I'm not going to tell you the time frames or the locations because it's just not something that I can divulge. But I'll say this: when they got there, from the time they got there, I've never encountered a group of people that were so genuine and ready to work and helpful. And I don't know if it's because I had some soju earlier. If you know, you know. But I am still to this day, and this was a while ago. I'm very emotional and in such gratitude for even having the opportunity to meet this particular group of people. I what Here's what you guys don't know. If any of you see this, this was my first deployment in over a year, and to be the head chef or cook baker on this type of ship, because it's such a small ship, and having to produce what I was supposed to produce the way I was supposed to produce was intimidating and scary. And I go like, y'all, I was nervous. I was like, I don't know how we're gonna get through this deployment with with these people, and be able to feed them and have a certain quality. So here's what the Marine Corps did for a deployment with me. They showed up. They made no excuses. They were available to help, and they didn't mind helping in spite of any challenges. And let's just say it wasn't such a smooth ride for them, and that is very disheartening. I'm sorry that they had the experience that they had, but the way that I received them, each and every one of them, was amazing. Even if they needed to be corrected, they were self-correcting, and they were just amazing people. Like, I didn't never thought I'd say this, but I love the Marine Corps. Wouldn't join, but I love the Marine Corps. To be fair, I would join none of them, but I love the Marine Corps because I've never experienced people at that point in my tour. I should say it that way. At that point, it's really important to say it. And I never experienced people at that point available, willing, and ready to help. And I also got the knowledge of how Marines act day to day, and they're hilarious. They really are. There were some that obviously stood out a little bit more to me because I work more intimately with them. So I don't want to mess up the ranks, so I don't know if I'm gonna try it, and I'm not sure if it's safe to say their names. But for those who joined my vessel, who know who I am, I will say, I'm scared to say their names because I really want to protect them. But I'll say this, Lieutenant. I'll say your first name, Morgan. I absolutely love the pieces out of you, and thank you for being available to me when I didn't feel so good. You saw that I wasn't well, and you went out of your way to make sure I was. That matters. Thank you. Jasmine, and even Gunner. I don't know Gunner's real name, but thank you guys for just being pleasant and available. I'm so sensitive. Thank you to all of the CSs. I don't think that's what you guys call it, culinary special. I don't think that's the name, but I only know your last names, so I don't want to put that out here on this platform. But each and every one of you guys were amazing. Thank you for stepping in. You guys, I've never seen camaraderie like that. I remember we had my supervisor requested that we added some more Marines, to a task. And they said which one works the hardest. So not the hardest, but which one's more proficient in the galley. So I chose one. And the one that I chose was like, all right, I'll come. I never once knew if he wanted to or not, but he was the best choice at that time. But it was three of them all together. And the one who was probably the least knowledgeable in the galley was like, he came up to me and he said, we don't want him in here by himself. So, and he wasn't going to be by himself, but they didn't want him to be the only representation of the Marines. So they was like, we're going to come anyway and help out. Wow. That says a lot. By the time they left, y'all, I had so many people who were just so grateful for something as small as a meal. Now, to be honest, it's no easy task to put together 3 meals a day for 110 people on a vessel that's really designed for about 40. But having them work side by side was amazing because we got through it. We got it done. And I'm to this day, I'm eternally grateful. Also, on my actual birthday, which was November, I still accept gifts, by the way. I'm just kidding. But my birthday was November on Thanksgiving Day, and I had to get up at 2 a.m. to be at work at 3 a.m. to have food ready for 110 people. And what that looked like was 5 turkeys, 5 prime rib, all the trimmings from scratch. And they were so grateful. The amount of gratitude. Sometimes you sell out here in MSC and there's not a lot of gratitude. People just like, so you did your job, not knowing that it takes a lot to do a good job with food because there's a lot of things that we don't have at our disposal. So for a cook, you have to really utilize your skill set, and you better pray you got one to utilize. But for my birthday, the Marine Corps, I'm not going to show you the card because I want to keep something for me, but they made this beautiful card and they all signed it and they were just like, happy birthday. And then they tricked me. I came around the corner and imagine like 60 people just randomly who don't know you, who owe you nothing, singing happy birthday to you and presenting you with a card. Like, that meant something. So thank you. Sometimes working, especially in this capacity, it's a thankless job, but it is obviously necessary. And when you do a good job and people notice it and care that you put so much of yourself in it, that means so much. so much. You guys, they also bought me some candy. They bought me this chocolates. And it's been months. I'm not gonna lie, it's been months. And I tried one of these bad boys the other day and they were delicious. So I'm gonna try another one. And this is a European country, a European brand. They took the time, and they had curfew, so they took the time on their leave time, like their liberty, to go find something for me, and I was just doing my job. It was so good. Listen, if you ever get the opportunity to travel overseas, do it. The food and the candy, oh my God, this is so good. I'm trying not to be such a fatty, but this is really delicious. I'm not going to tell you where we were, but well, I could. We was in Greece. It's a long time ago. And if you know anything about Greece, Greece is fun. And this candy is delicious. But that deployment came with a lot of challenges, both health-wise with me. And I remember being in my room. It probably looked like death. And Morgan, who is actually an officer, came in to check on me. She's the only person that checked on me too. Nobody from my company. Nobody from Navy side. Them. And that speaks volumes just of their character and the amount of care. I could tell you guys so many awesome stories in the short time that we spent together. But just understand this, to the Marine Corps and those men and women who serve. From the top and bottom of my heart, I'm grateful and I thank you for your service and for your sacrifice and just for who you really are. I feel like the media should respect you more, and I feel like, the stuff that's put out should be corrected, because I saw more camaraderie with you guys, more structure from your side, more respect, and more care. And I'm not capable of being in the military, but if I was, Marines wouldn't have been a bad choice, whereas I was always taught the latter. So to all of the people who were around, Jasmine, Morgan, I only know, I'm going to say Shay, Knight, and Rodriguez. I have to mention you specifically because you guys are amazing, all of you. Knight, I'm grateful that you saw value in the things that I was able to teach you. Shay, thank you for being diligent and just flexible and ready for the task. That meant a lot. Rodriguez, thank you for entertaining my weird side. You know what I'm talking about. I remember saying to you guys that the secret ingredient to life is gratitude and love. And that is still a constant. And I want you all to, if you're seeing this video at all, and if you are available for just a good deed, find it in your heart to just be grateful to any military personnel and give a little bit more love to the Marines. I still have something that says I love Marines. In one of these videos, I'm going to show it because I'm going to keep talking about them because they left such an imprint on my heart. Literally, because I'm sensitive, apparently, now in life. When they left, I was crying. Like I missed them. And then you start seeing people who may not even talk to you. Like there was 2 young ladies. One asked if she can have a hug. Of course you can have a hug. And then right behind her, another young lady came and was like, I want one too. It was just so much genuine energy exchange there. And I am so grateful. I don't know how to say thank you enough. But thank you to each and every man and woman, especially in that particular platoon. Is that what you call those? On this particular voyage. I am completely grateful for each and every one of you. And I wish you good health and protection in any and everything that you do and success. I am going to end this video there. If you are new here, I usually introduce myself in the beginning. I'm Sonali Wright. And I would encourage you, if you feel that I have earned your like and subscribe, please feel free to do so now. If you are any of the men and women that I saw in that voyage, again, thank you so much for everything that you do and everything that you've done. Hopefully we meet again. And if we don't, I'm always right here. I'm going to leave you guys with that. Have a wonderful rest of your night. If you're seeing this at night, and a beautiful day if you're seeing this in the daytime. Bye.